What is going on, guys? Dylba here, and we actually got the download, I think it was 2 hours, nearly 3 hours ago, for the new Sengoku, as well as the Akane, Boss Leader, and Aokiji. And Fujitora. I say Marineford badge, but I always forget Fujitora is actually on this badge, as you can see him up in the top right-hand corner here. So yeah, there's also another banner which I'll make a separate video on because yeah, there's just a lot to unpack for this batch. Personally, before we get into it, I've read all them. I think they're cool. They've got a pretty cool gimmick, very reminiscent of Germa-esque, like the original Judge and the Vinsmokes. But I don't know, just because they have I'm pretty sure it's it's the whole idea around this crew is to choose somebody, whoever has the most type advantage, like Psi, Int, Quick, and all that, and then hit last with them. So, and they'll do big damage. And you'll see what I mean when I get into it, especially with the batch units are very much like that. So we'll start with Fujitora. As you can see, all of the batch have Final Tap. That is weird to me. So, let's just jump right into it, I guess. Okay, so Fujitora is a powerhouse slasher int type. It also has a super type, okay, as well as final tap. All of their final taps are the same. Boost the character's base attack by 800 for the final attack. So, that's fine. So, captain abilities. Their captain abilities are all pretty solid, and you'll see why. Boost crew's HP by 1.5, makes crew's int and tandem slots have matching slot effects. When every type is on the crew, boost crew's attack by 4 times, and if characters become captain during the quest, boost attack by a further 1.35 and reduces damage taken by 10%. They all do that. Literally every single one of them, but instead of int, will be strength, quick, psi. So they all do this because they all have very similar special effects, except they each get rid of a different thing. So, reduces crew's despair duration by 5 turns. Reduces all enemies' damage reduction except for threshold by 5 turns. Boosts the chain multiplier by 1.0 for 1 turn. And if characters are crewmate, you can choose. And the way that's worded is if you use their special, you can choose whether or not you want this character to become the captain for 1 turn. And if every type is on the crew, further increase the crew's chain multiplier boost, except the multiplicative boost by 0.3, including the chain multiplier. So that is really, really cool that the way they've worded that, because it means that obviously if they all do this effect, you don't want them all constantly swapping and then use the last one that you want, or it overrides. So the fact that you can choose whether or not you want to as captain. Yeah, but it gets better than that. With their super types, boost type effects of normal attacks for this character by 2.5 for 1 turn, and can choose to completely remove this crew swap captain effect. So if you get, if somebody in a run swaps, say, a captain for you, and it's you're not getting any boost, you can use his super type. Or if it swaps to this one, you want somebody else, you can use his super type to get rid of it, and then use the other special of one of the other admirals to get a better type effect. Which, because of how this whole team's built, it actually would be very detrimental to have not the correct type hitting last, because you don't want to hit last on a quick boss with a strength character, if you know what I mean. Sailor effect obviously makes the int slots matching, and when every type's on the crew, tapping on this character, okay, we'll apply a 10% strength and quick and psi resistance to all enemies on turn. So that's pretty cool. They do strength, they do add resistance, which is actually really, really good. As we know, resistance is such a good mechanic, and if I'm pretty sure they all have this as well. So if you do use all of it, they will have a 50% resistance to whatever you're hitting last with, so that could be really, really good. Alright, we'll go on to Aokiji next. Captain ability, see, it is the exact same, but it's quick and tandem, and yeah. Exactly the same as Fujitora, same final tap, same super type, yeah. And then his special is what's a little different. Reduces crew's attack down and special bind reduction by 5 turns. Special bind duration by 5 turns. And reduces all enemies' threshold duration by 5 turns. If characters are crewmate, yeah, and then swap. So, you can see the sort of gimmick they're going with for, yeah, so they do all have that. So they're going to hit hard, like, they're going to hit very hard. But, yeah, you got... Whichever one you hit last with is going to hit like a truck. But that's the thing. It's like putting all your eggs in one basket for damage. So it can be high. It's like high risk, high reward. Like they're all going to do some sort of damage, but whoever hits last is obviously who you're expected in your highest amount of damage threshold. I would not be surprised if you do get the full batch. I wouldn't be surprised if it's recommended to like put cotton candy on all of them because of their final tap and because of how they work. You know what I mean? Because in their own way, I'd say all of these rare recruits are probably in like a class of like a pseudo legend. So like because of the fact they have final tap and because of the applying resistance, the legend. This legend is the Sengoku and the whole batch. That is the legend at its like most powerful. So yeah, same thing. A card has the same captain ability, but for strength. Same super. Didn't want to do that. Same super type, but for strength. So he's special. Reduces bind duration by 5 turns. Reduces all enemies' defense up duration by 5 turns. Boosts damage dealt to ignited enemies by 1.5 for 1 turn. And if characters are criminal. Okay, so how do we get the ignite? That's the other thing. Does that actually go here? Did I miss something? No. No. I could... How do we ignite them? Maybe... Because yeah, no one on the crews does ignite. Did I miss something, or... Applies ignited status to all enemies for 1 turn. Okay, that's why. It's in the special. I just have to keep reading. So yeah, that's pretty... And if it... Wait, did I say if every time it's on the crew, this effect ignores immunity to status effects? That is nuts. Okay, that's really good. Okay, and Kizaru. All the same. All the same. Like, I'm showing it, but like I think you guys get it by this point. They're all the same. Reduces crew's special charge time by 1 turn. Reduces crew's burn and paralysis by 5 turns if characters crewmate can... if characters and crewmate can choose to swap. Yep, sets chain multiplier minimum value at 2.5 and the maximum value at 10.0 for 1 turn. Sets a chain multiplier at 3.25 for 1 turn otherwise. Okay, so he's pretty cool. The batch, I actually kind of like it. I really like this whole concept, but they're not game breaking. I still think you can output more damage with with stuff like Uta and Kaido and all that kind of stuff. But I'd say these are a pretty solid legend, but yeah. Let's jump into the Sengoku, the leader. So we know what he does. Like we've read it on Twitter, but I haven't made a video, so I'll just do that. So his captain ability boosts crew's attack by 4.25, HP by 1.5, and makes crew's psi, tandem, and unfavorable slots have matching slot effects. Because his whole gimmick is having every single one on the crew, it's good that the unfavorable slots give count as matching slot effects, which is good. When every type is on the crew, boosts crew's attack by approximately 5.5 and reduces damage taken by 10%. Okay, so that's really good. So he's obviously a super tandem, but we'll get into that in a second. Special. If every type is on the crew, boosts attack and slot effects by 4 times for 1 turn for a chosen character. Okay, so, and this is what I mean. If you choose to use his special, you'll target one of the admirals that have used this, been swapped to captain, and that is going to increase the damage tenfold. But overall, your tap type, overall, you're going to be doing less damage with your crewmates, and then doing a shitload of damage with that final tap because this is a 4 times attack and orb boost. It's the highest boost we've got. And changes their slot to matching, which doesn't really matter considering they treat everything as matching. And changes other character slots to tandem. If 4 or more side characters are on the crew, boost attack and slot effects by 3 5 for 1 turn for a chosen character. Okay, so he can work as a mono side captain too, it seems. But he's just not as powerful, obviously. His super tandem, level 5, when 2 or more of the following, it's basically all of the admirals. And then you have Garp, Suru, Smoker, Tashigi, Hina, and Kobe. Applies a tandem attack boost of 2.5 to top row characters for 1 turn. And applies an attack boost of 10 for 1.5 for the other characters for 1 turn. So you can tell it's very much tailored around hitting last with your captain. Which is nothing wrong with that. If you guys have noticed, actually, Sengoku's cost is 54. That is the same as the old Sengoku. So you could pair this up with the Int Sengoku. I think he is also... so if I just quickly go to... I have a limit broken mind, but he should be 54. By because 29 boost attack of 3 times characters of 54. So yes, you can partner him with this. I'm not sure how well it's going to go down, but you can do it. These are the other steps. So part 2. Part 2 we have the ulti boosted, as then part 3 we have Hiyori. So some okay legend part 2 and 3. The steps on part 1, your basic part 1 steps. You got limited pool, super limited pool. It's not a super Sugafest, guys, so you won't be pulling all of the legends that you might have missed out on for the last couple of Sugafests, so don't worry about that. On the other 2 parts, it's 30 multis to get to a free, to get your, I was going to say free, to get your guaranteed Sengoku. So, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't recommend pulling. We've got, what, the 0.5 anniversary coming soon. I think it's like mid-November or something like that. So, honestly, these guys are good, but they're not the be-all, end-all. Me, personally, I'm going to be skipping this Sugafest. And, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more One Piece Treasure Cruise content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.